Hey everybody, welcome back to another Binding of Isaac Saturday. This time actually recording on a Saturday. Rather late too. Let's do this thing. No music. Oh right. I was playing myself and I had other things going on, so I had the music low. Or off. So let's put that back on. Alright, so here we go. New run, and we're gonna be playing as Blue Baby. Until we can get into we're gonna keep playing as Blue Baby until we can get into the whatchamacallit. The Cathedral and beat Isaac. Oh, so the virus, that's not that useful for me. Because that procs on damage, and it's touch damage. And with Blue Baby, you want to take as little damage as possible. I mean, yes, it's nice that if I do accidentally touch an enemy and he hits me, I'll at least hurt him from it, but it's way more useful when you can gain, he can't heal. He can only get more soul hearts. So, oh god. So that's kind of not super useful. Hope he finds something to replace the poop along the way. Or at least if I can get, petrified poop trinket in that case. Being stuck with the poop isn't the worst thing. Okay. Come on, get fucked. Yeah, sometimes those flashing green ones split into two. Okay. So I'm gonna find a bomb. I can still hopefully get one. Because there was a marked rock, but might as well put these fires out, right? Forgot if I'd unlocked the Cathedral yet. So assuming that I haven't, because I forgot if I have. There's no places to go. I will try and get Angel Room deals. Famine! Alright, so that's going to be either a cube of meat or a ball of bandages right away, which is not really amazing, but also not bad. It's very useful for fighting Mom, that's for sure. And it's an orbital that blocks and does damage, so it's actually pretty good. It's just that for Blue Baby, you really want... Well, I mean, you do want defensive items, so yeah, it's pretty good. It's just that it's also, like, a good defense is sometimes a good offense. Which essentially means getting tears up and damage up items where you can kill enemies faster. Because when you can kill enemies faster, you're engaging them less, and they have less of chances to damage you. That's the way I see it. Being very powerful makes it easier to not get hit. You die already. Nice, ball bandages. Gotta lick them all, gotta lick them all. Bandage girl! Alright, down we go. Burning basement! Of course, he has no health, so you can always go into these. I don't know. I might get the key back if I use it, but I might not, and, I don't have bombs either, so that's another thing. What do we got? Pretty flat. Alright, now 2 orbitals. That's good. I am not regretting that at all. One more and you have like almost complete immunity to shots. You never have 100% immunity to shots with orbitals, but having 3 of them is like having... It's like 90% immunity. It's very rare they get hit. So a little haunt. I mean, okay. That's a little extra damage, assuming he does latch onto enemies, but it's somewhat helpful with bosses. And he does proc fear occasionally, I believe, because he is a ghost. It's a very small second floor. Well, now I have bombs, so wait. Super secret room's probably there. Oh god, one of these rooms. Galas is nothing. Well, I really want to kill these guys before I go looking at the runes. This is good, because I'll be able to see where he is by where the haunt is. Alright, pretty flight, cool. So Hagalas, Ansas, and Awas. Which I'm not gonna... Alright, so I'll take one of these with me. And I will, hold on, go over to where the secret room is, since it shows, and it's cool that it's next to the curse room, because I can get in there without taking any damage. And so I'll take it with me, because I could use it to see the whole of the next floor and save myself a little trouble. I mean, Hagalas would have been useful if I saw like a marked rock and a bomb or whatever, and I could use it and instantly destroy all the rocks, but Ansas and the, you know, is usually you find better uses for it, I find. Because Hagalas is useful for in that case where you want to destroy rocks or pots or something, and you have no bombs whatsoever and you really want to destroy them, but it doesn't always pay off. Whereas Ansas, the only time it doesn't pay off is when you are already struck by Curse of the Blind. No, not Curse of the Blind. Curse of the Unknown. Fuck. I'm talking too much here. Or if, like, you use it and then you get, like, amnesia after that or something, which would suck. Yeah, I forgot what my last achievement was. Whether or not I've unlocked, you know, being able to always go... Ooh, Hotchkey's always good. So you get 2 keys and your luck is up. You know, whether I've unlocked permanently being able to get to... Alright, ceremony robes. I mean, it gives you damage and a black heart, but I'm not willing to sacrifice 3 soul hearts for that. And plus, like I said, you want to try to get angel room deals, especially with Blue Baby. I'm going for it. Oh yeah, Guppies Tail. Not only is that a piece of Guppy, which is great, 2 more Guppy items and you can become Guppy, which is one of the most powerful transformations. But Guppy's Tail just has a really good effect of making very much more likely for treasure chests to appear when you clear a room. The only unfortunate side effect is that a lot of times they are locked treasure chests and you may not have keys all the time. But they're not always locked chests. Red chests and gray chests can appear as well. I've never seen angel chests appear, though. I mean, probably because angel chests are super rare as it is. Yeah, round 3. It's the final round. It's a particularly easy challenge room. It's weird that that won't move. That's just strange. Oh, Muse Answers. Okay. Answers. It sounds like answers, which makes sense to me. Okay. I'm good on that. I could use a bomb to get a key, but I only have 1 bomb and I have 3 keys, so we're good. See what's in here? Okay, I mean, Lost Fly is not amazing, but it just kind of moves around the edge. It does a lot of damage if it hits anything, but since it follows a set path around the edge, it doesn't chase enemies, it doesn't follow you, it's not always gonna be that useful. That's like a sometimes thing. It's really, one boss that it's super useful against is the Haunt, because once the Haunt is in its second form where you can actually damage it, it's always at the very top of the screen, so that guy will eventually kill it on its own. Thought I saw a marked rock over there. Alright, let's go down here. Doing the work for me here. Yeah, it's 25 cents for free, pretty much. Now I do want to go in the shop. I wasn't really looking to it before, but if there's nothing to buy, I certainly have money to donate now. Oh, more options, and only for 7. And I'll take the soul heart, and we'll donate the rest, or as much as I can. More options means that every time I beat a boss, I'll have a choice of 2 items instead of 1. It's kind of like there's options, which makes 2 items appear in treasure rooms. You can only take 1, but it gives you a choice, you know? And you can pick whichever one is more beneficial to you. So that's jammed now, okay. And but more options as at the boss rooms. And there's more boss rooms there's more bosses that drop items than there are shops, because once you reach the womb, there are no more shops. But the boss on the first womb floor, it'll work. You know, there more options will work on. It doesn't work on Mom's Heart because Mom's Heart doesn't really drop. What does Mom? Yeah, it doesn't drop anything because you always have the option of ending the game there. I think. Well, I think later on you might not. I forget. Because now I'm at the point where it's called It Lives now, but where it never, where I never end it there. I don't know. I'm always going past that. It's Guppy's paw, or tail rather, doing a good thing for me there. Let's visit the super secret room. Yeah, that's not helpful. Red hearts that I have no way of picking up. One item that's very beneficial to Blue Baby is Dark Bum. Because all those red hearts that... There are several characters that just don't use red hearts. But usually there's something like... The Lost doesn't use red hearts because he can't ever gain health. But he can't use soul hearts either, so... Azazel doesn't use red hearts unless he gains red heart containers, and oh, I got too close there. I mean, so, but basically, but usually you will gain at least 1. I got the haunt on him, so that's good. I'm not really worried about the projectiles so much because, very rarely are they going to hit me. They hit me there, but damn, that sucked. I hit twice there, but and the Halo's always good. That'll give me an extra heart anyway. Okay, plus all stats up. Halo's really good. Anyway, what I was saying is, you know, because Blue Baby can never gain red hearts, but he can gain soul and black hearts, Dark Bum is useful, very useful, because he'll pick up all the red hearts and give you coins and soul hearts and just keys and just things that you need more. Lock down, that sucks. Alright. Ultra Pride, huh? It's interesting because there's the 7 deadly sins and then there's the super versions of them. And Pride was the only one that had an ultra version. Which is interesting until they Afterbirth became a thing, and Ultra Greed is the boss of Greed mode. But there's still like Ultra Luster. A left hand appeared, cool. I don't want it. I'll pick it up just to get it in my collection, and then I'm gonna drop it. What the left hand does is it converts all locked chests into red chests, which is useful if you don't have keys, so all locked chests will turn into red chests. Red chests, I mean, there's positives and negatives to it. The positive is that, there's 2 positives. One is that you will never need keys to open them, and the second is that they sometimes will immediately, like just touching them will transport you to the devil or angel room, which is really cool because you can get there, you know, even if you haven't met the criteria, even on the first floor or the last floors, where angel and devil rooms cannot usually appear, because angel and devil rooms can normally not appear past the womb. After the womb, they can't, but you can get there through Joker or through the red chest warp thing, the Joker card, that is. But anyway, those are the pluses. Don't need keys, and you might be transported to an angel or devil room. The bad thing is sometimes they have enemies in them. So that's, you know, that's bad. Spiders will pop out of them or whatever, you know. Go this way. Oh! I meant to get away, but... Well, I got my soul heart back there. I have a feeling the secret room might be right there. Yeah, I was right. Oh, I don't want that anyway. That's Cursed Eye. it lets you do like a charge that it's kind of similar to chocolate milk, but instead of making the shot bigger and more powerful, you'll shoot several shots in a row, which is powerful. But if you get the cursed part of it is that if you get hit while you're charging, you will be teleported out of the room, which really sucks for boss battles. No, that's useless to me, but this is not. That's Sister Maggie. Okay. See, the Yum Heart is not good. That's that. Oh wait, Oh right, I had them mixed up. All right, so there's options is for boss rooms and. Wait a minute now. That doesn't bother me. I thought more options was for boss rooms, and there's options was for treasure rooms. But I might have been wrong on that. But then again, sometimes treasure rooms just have 2 items. I'll find out for sure when I beat the boss here. I'm just thinking, like, wait a minute. But then again, wait a minute. Did more than 1 item appear when I beat the last boss? I'm talking too much and not paying enough attention to what the hell I'm doing. Alright, let's just do it. It's Chub. Let Little Haunt do a lot of the work. I don't have bomb. I have a bomb, but I'm not going to feed him a bomb, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I have Little Haunt doing so much damage and Sister Maggie helping me out with extra firepower. It's over. Let's see, if 2 items appear, then I was right. No, okay, so it is treasure rooms. Pentagram's always good. Pentagram not only gives you the damage up, but it makes you more likely to get devil rooms, or if applicable, angel rooms. Krampus is a fucking pain, but either drop from him is going to be useful. Krampus's head is a good attack, and Lump of Coal is a good passive item. So sometimes, you know, you're like, you really want Lump of Coal, you don't want him to drop Head of Krampus because you have a good activated item. But he's taking forever. You know what, let me blow this shit. I hope no host. Okay, cool. Hierophant is perfect. Blackheart is up there. Okay. Even though I was using it as cover, it was making it harder for me to hit him. Oh! Why did I not move? Well, he's dead now. Actually, wait, since that had a charge, let me just use it. Okay. So that's the 4-way brimstone shot. Useful for bosses. One good thing is if you have the D6, and you reroll whatever he gives you. Like, you'd probably never reroll Lump of Coal, because, like, that's stupid. But, I was really hoping to get my fucking key back, but oh well. Oh, the Hermit will bring me into the shop without a key. And then I could buy that, which gives me 2 keys, and luck is up. And I'll get that. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, the Hierophant again, that's amazing. And what's this? 5 found pills. That's useless. Alright, I'm feeling good now. Shit. So still have to find the treasure room. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, well. Find the treasure room. So I was saying, if you re-roll whatever he gives, like I said, you'd almost never re-roll Lump of Coal, but let's say he drops Krampus's head, and you didn't really want it, because, well, especially if you have the D6, you're almost never going to drop the D6. It is the best activated item in the game. But you re-roll it, and it'll become a Devil Room item that not only can you get for free without losing any life for taking it, but it doesn't count against Angel Room. See, the way, I don't know if I've ever explained the whole way the Angel and Devil Rooms work. Is basically there's always a low chance of an Angel or Devil Room appearing after you beat the boss. It's a very low chance. But the chance goes up drastically if you can beat the boss without getting hit, and even more drastically if you have cleared the floor without getting hit. And that means taking red heart damage. I definitely want Stigmata. Gimpy's great, but I have plenty of health already, and that gives me a hard and big damage at. Alright, actually, I don't feel a need to fill out the rest of the floor now. So anyway, so that's how Devil Rooms appear. It's best to try and do it by not getting hit, and that means taking red damage. So taking Soul Heart damage or Black Heart damage doesn't count, which is why Blue Baby and Keeper and the Lost will almost always get them. The only thing that'll, however, it's always a chance. The only thing that'll give you 100% chance of getting a Devil Room deal is having the goat's head, which will open it even on floors where it normally doesn't, except for the first floor. I don't want that. Even though it's flight, it would replace my Head of Krampus, and Head of Krampus is good for Blue Baby, because, like I said, you want to take things out quickly. So anyway, the chance of getting an Angel Room is always 0 until you've gotten a Devil Room that has an actual Devil Room deal in it, not like Krampus or just some chests or hearts or whatever. And you've decided you left the room without taking, you're gone to the next floor without taking the Devil Room deals. And that basically then what happens is, if you have a chance, so basically then what happens on the next floor, you have the normal, like, whatever the chances of getting a Devil Room deal. And if it's a yes, the game does like a coin flip internally that decides whether or not you're going to get an Angel or Devil Room. And there are a bunch of things you can do that can increase the chance of getting Angel Rooms, which only appear if you have a chance of getting Devil Rooms and you've passed up a Devil Room. But you can do the You Feel Blessed by using Curse Rooms over and over again. That's one thing you can do. Not Curse Rooms, Sacrifice Rooms. I always confuse the two. Or also donating 10 coins to the donation machine on that floor helps. And there's certain items that help. Okay, Infamy, that's fucking great. You know what? Neither of these is all that great. Because Lusty Blood is only good for if you get hit a lot. And this Fire Mind, the Flaming Tears sometimes explode on contact, and if you're close to the enemy, it'll hurt you. But, see, like right there. Luckily that flame won't hurt you because it was created by me. It'll hurt just the enemies. But, I don't have that just gives me a lot of shot speed. I'll just be careful and try to stay away from enemies as I shoot them. Alright. Oh, found the... Luckily, the explosion only happens when you hit an enemy, not when you hit, like, a poop or something. Mommy! Come on down already, what the hell? Why is she not coming down? Oh, there she goes. Nice! Dark Boy was achieved. That's for beating this chapter, meaning the last part of this one, without taking any damage at all. Breakfast is useless because my fucking shit is maxed out anyway, but whatever. Let's continue. Alright. So now we meet Utero. We're just going to try and go through as quickly as we can because no more treasure rooms. So yeah, actually, like, yeah, more options is less useful than there's options. Had it backwards. They're both very useful, though. And of course, the earlier you find them, the better. But there's options is better because it's for the boss battles, and, yeah. Pretty flat doesn't matter, but... I hope that at one point, like maybe for Afterbirth Plus, they make it so once you have 3 flies or 3 orbitals, getting another pretty fly will maybe make one of them bigger, like the BFF effect for one of them. I don't know, that'd be nice. I feel like it should do something. Actually, Fire Mind is really useful for these guys, because sometimes you can only tag them once, and the constant damage helps you beat them faster, like right there. Also, a little Haunt. I'm feeling good about this. I feel like I can do it. I forget whether or not I've unlocked, like I said, the Pillar of Light and the Portal to Hell that appear after you beat Mom's Harder It Lives, but... I believe that once you have It Lives, which I think I have unlocked, that's a thing. Otherwise, I'm just like hoping I get an Angel Room there, which I didn't last time, so. Come on, pick it up! And I know there's not much to spend because there's no more shops, but there's two reasons to continue to... That's an Angel chest, by the way. Oh, fucking hell. There's 2 reasons to still pick up coins. See, that's why Angel chests work. They have a chance of closing again, and then you can use another key to open it again, and, Oh, fuck, I hit it too far. Just do it there. Oh, really? These spikes are pissing me off. The other reason is that, especially starting in Utero, beggars appear a lot, and sometimes you can Really? I'm trying to get it away from... Oh, God, head of the keeper. I'm good. Even if it closes again, I'm good. It looks like it doesn't. Eventually, they just stop opening. They stop closing. So anyway, like I was saying, beggars appear a lot, and sometimes you get... If you feed them enough coins, they will give you pedestal items, and a lot of time... They're usually from the boss pool, so a lot of times they're hit points. The penny tiers, they just, makes it often pennies will appear when you hit enemies. Also, there's a chance that you could find an item called Money is Power, which gives you a little bit of power boost for each penny that you have, up to 99. So, there is that. But mostly it's just in case I see beggars. Also, by the way, getting pedestal items from beggars increases your chance of getting angel room deals, and blowing up devil beggars, which are the ones that take your hearts, it also increases that. It used to be, I think not even in Binding of Isaac Rebirth, but I think it was in the original Binding of Isaac, that blowing up key masters, and I think there's bomb beggars. I forget. No, not. There's no bomb beggars. I hope they add that though. Key masters and the shell game guys would. Oh, Mama Gertie. Would, when she does that, just stay perfectly still. Would also do it, but it's no longer... Oh, I don't like experimental treatment, but I don't think I've ever picked it up, so I'm going to do it just to... Oh, it looks like my tears went up. Ooh, wafer. And I've unlocked the Forgotten Horseman, which is Conquest, so Conquest can now become a boss. There's no sense in blowing him up, but I might see if I can get some... As a matter of fact, I don't even think the statues are active yet. Let me try it. Even though there's one more. Yeah, they're not even active yet. What the hell was I saying? This conquest disappear, blah, blah, blah. I forgot. Forgot already. Crazy, huh? You gonna get old like me, huh? You get a lot on your mind. It's not that you automatically become senile in your 30s, that's for sure not a thing. But you get a lot on your mind, and sometimes you get easily distracted. That's not as useful for him as it is for most, but you will get an extra soul heart if I keep that. Well, I don't want nothing to do with that. So yeah. Those explosions do good damage, though. I said do. Lucky penny. That's also another reason to pick up pennies, although that doesn't apply to Afterbirth. Oh yeah, I was saying that like blowing up the shell game guys or devil beggars used to increase the chance of angel room deals appearing. They're not really deals. Angel rooms appearing. I forgot whether that was changed with Binding of Isaac Rebirth or whether it was changed with Afterbirth. Although, technically speaking, Rebirth is an entirely new game. It is a remake of the original Binding of Isaac. See, there was original Binding of Isaac, and there was the DLC for it, which was Wrath of the Lamb, which added the Dark Room and chest floors and a couple of new characters. And obviously new endings and items. But then when they did Rebirth, it basically included everything from Binding of Isaac and Wrath of the Lamb and a whole lot of new shit. 2 Wraths here, okay. And then there's Afterbirth, which is the DLC for Rebirth. Mr. Boom has got to be like one of the worst items. It's like, if you get that like in the beginning and you don't have any activated item, it's like, okay. Because bombs can be kind of scarce in the beginning, and it's like, that's okay, because you could use it in place of a bomb every once in a while and save up bombs that way. But, it's not long that you're hurting for bombs in this, Unless you're playing hard mode, but even then you'd really want a better item. It lives. Okay. So It Lives is pretty much exactly the same as Mom's Heart, except that the enemies it summons tend to be a little tougher, and it can summon bosses at times. But pretty much exactly the same pattern. It's just, the enemies it summons is pretty much the big difference. And of course the sprite is different. I don't really need to dodge because aside from having 3 orbitals, I have a lot. That was the explosion that got me. I have a lot of health, but it's a good habit. You know what I mean? Dodging is a good habit. Think of it as practice for when you do have to dodge. Like if you're playing the Lost or Keeper or whatever. You know, some shit character. Blue Baby's kind of a shit character. Wow, Blue Boom opened up. You guys haven't seen Hush yet, but that's not what I'm here for. If I go and I beat Hush, the game will end there, and that's really awesome. But I'm specifically trying to unlock the D6 for Isaac, which is done by beating Isaac, the boss Isaac, in the Cathedral, which here I am. I think this is the first time you guys are seeing this. I could be wrong. I'll do it. Why not? It's going to be 3 bosses, but... Really? Fucking Bob's Rotten Head? Might as well just use it real quick. And then take my shit back. By the way, if you're wondering what I think the absolute worst item in the game is, a lot of people would expect me to say Bob's Brain, because I do hate Bob's Brain. It is a piece of shit item. But there are times where having Bob's Brain can be useful, and you could use it kind of strategically. For example, if you're blindfolded in certain challenges, blindfolded Isaac, getting Bob's Brain in those instances is good, because then you have something you can shoot. And since you're not constantly, pressing buttons as you enter a room, you're much less likely to accidentally shoot Bob's Brain off and hurt yourself if there's an enemy close to you. Bob's Brain would be probably a lot better if it could open secret rooms. It can. Bob's Rotten Head can. Or if it could, blow up rocks, that would be cool too. But it's not the worst item in the game. The worst item in the game would be something that I would never pick up because it's just so obviously detrimental. Cursed Eye is one of those that is really super detrimental, although I have used it effectively. I'll pick it up if I'm playing the Lost, because you can't get hit as the Lost anyway, you'll die instantly. So it's good for the Lost in the sense that, if you get hit, you're not going to get teleported out, you're going to die, so you might as well just pick it up and use it carefully. You're going to do everything with the Lost carefully. Getting a lot of these Headless Horsemen without the horse. I guess Horseless Headsman, like that Snickers commercial. But, yeah, Cursed Eye is really bad. I mean, there are certain items that I avoid on principle, and Cursed Eye is one of them. Some people really hate Taurus, Guppy's Head. That's 2 pieces of Guppy, though. I'm on the last floor, and therefore very unlikely to find another piece of Guppy. But since I have Guppy's Tail, it could happen. Guppy's Hairball is a shit item that you don't want, but at the same time it is a piece of Guppy, counts towards a transformation. So does Bob's Brain, as of Afterbirth. So I'm trying to think of an item that's detrimental and cannot really be used effectively by anybody. Like, experimental treatment is bad, but, I picked it up that time and it worked out okay. I mostly picked it up because I don't think it was in my collection. You want it in your collection to get achievements. Not that I have all the Steam, well, almost all the Steam achievements in this game, but I mean, achievements for the character, so you can get, Platinum God and all that. So an item that is just really bad, detrimental, and like Scatole, I think, is a bad item, but it counts towards the Beelzebub transformation. And that's the only transformation that has an achievement attached to it as of now. So I'm trying to think here, and I'm thinking one that is just bad, detrimental, and not part of a transformation. So what is the worst item in Isaac? I mean, Cursed Eye is really bad. And the only character that I would, always pick it up would be, the Lost, because he has nothing to lose. There's got to be something worse than Cursed Eye Shot, though. There are some items that I used to hate and I like now, like Monstrous Long and Chocolate Milk. There was a time where I just didn't know how to use them effectively, but, you learn these things. I don't know. I'll point it out when I see it. Gold key on the last floor. Here's the boss room. There are also items that are only good in certain situations. Like there are items that are really good in greed mode, but suck everywhere else. Actually, stand there. Let him stomp on the fire. Alright, let's go fight Isaac. By the way, as for like why sometimes that does the spin thing and sometimes it doesn't, it's random. And him from the other side. So I'm kind of... Alright, he's in his second form. I find Isaac to be not that hard. Personally. Out of all the final bosses, Isaac is probably the easiest. Although there are situations where I've lost to him. It's usually where... If you can get to Isaac, you could probably beat... I think getting to him is harder than beating him. But then again, I think that about most of the last bosses. But, sometimes you shouldn't be able to get to him and you get lucky and then he bitches you, or you just get really unlucky in the fight. Also, it's hard for certain characters to be like Azazel is hard because you have to get close to him, and that's why Azazel is another one where you might pick up Bob's Brain, just to have something to go from a distance. But you might not because you're always holding the button to charge. I don't know. Is Bob's Brain the worst item? I mean, it counts towards the Bob transformation, but then again, that's not even like one of the better transformations. The poop is almost useless, but it's not detrimental. I just can't think right now of what the absolute worst fucking item is. Alright. Well, that's Isaac. I guess I normally skip the endings, but you guys haven't seen this one yet. Of course, they're all fucking sad and horrifying. Okay, there you go. Isaac now holds the D6. So it's very tempting to just go ahead and play as Isaac now, but let's do a challenge. So let's see, what challenge haven't I done? Oh, wait, that's my main 5. I've done them all there. I'm like, what the hell? Darkness Full, Solar System, Suicide King, Cat Got Your Tongue. Damn it. Man, some of these are so annoying. Computer Savvy's an easy one. Let's do that. Just because it's an easy one. This starts you with Technology, Technology 2, and Tech 0.5. You don't start with Tech X, which would be amazing, because this is a Rebirth challenge, and Tech X is an Afterbirth item. The only bad... Oh, and you also start with Spoon... Actually, yeah, you don't have Tech X. It's Technology, Technology 2, and Spoon Bender, which is really cool. The only bad thing is you start off with very low damage, because Technology 2 halves your damage. Some people don't like picking up Technology 2 because of that. I say it's one of those items that you almost always want to pick up. Especially if you find it early, you are going to find damage up items. It's you know, almost certainly. So this challenge only goes to Mom, so it's not going to be that long. I don't know if there's going to be item room. Most of the challenges don't have the fucking treasure rooms, but... You know what I always do is you just do a full clear of the first floor. If you don't find an item room, you know you won't find one any of the rest. But almost certainly this one's not going to have one. But I'm just going to check anyway. See, I mean, if you're getting towards the end of the game and your damage output, your damage is not high, and you see Technology 2, I would then avoid it because it's going to cut whatever you have in half. But, no sense in doing AWAS, because I always use it just in case it gives you a, either a black market or a crawl space. But, clearly there's no treasure room, so for now I'll just find the boss and do it. You know, just the hold to next floor. I mean, almost never would I use that because you're skipping the boss and therefore skipping an item. Little hard. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it does cut you in half, but like if you get it early, you're going to get damage ups to make up for that. And it is really good to have that constant tick damage, you know what I mean? And sometimes, I mean, maybe your tear rate is going to be good. I mean, your tear rate's going to be good already. So, I personally like Technology 2. Some people hate it. Technology 1 is pretty good too. Out of all the tech items, the Tech 5 and Tech X are better. Tech X is the best because it's overpowered. It's really OP. Tech 5 is good because it's like your tier rate for your normal tier stays the same, and you have these random lasers that are coming out. It's almost like having a familiar. It's almost like having the Robo Baby, you know, but without it trailing after you. Also, a good thing about Technology 2 is because it's hitting often, any tier effects you have, like Fire Mind or, you know, Charm tiers or whatever, are coming out a lot more because you're getting a lot more hits, and that, you know, when or not each hit is determined by your luck stat. Also, another good thing is that, and this is a really good thing in my opinion, is the negative aspects. Like, for example, Fire Mind would only do the, like with Technology 2 and Technology, only creates the, you know, the effect of catching enemies on fire, but you don't get the negative effects of those explosions. Right, Mom's heals. Now, range up is pretty useless because you have maximum range, but it counts towards the Yes Mother transformation, so you never know. That's a pretty common one to get because there's so many Mom items, and they're almost all in the boss pool. So, yeah. So I mean, Mom's heals not super useful, but at least counts towards it's useless in this challenge, but it does count towards a transformation. So you never know, it might become useful. The world. Might as well go in the secret room. Normally I wouldn't go out of my way to really destroy the mushrooms, but... Oh, tears up, that's great. I can see forever, that's also great. But one reason to do it is because there's a very small chance, but a very small chance, I'll pick up Isaac's fork, that it may drop the magic mushroom, which is one of the better items in the game, and since it's a challenge and you're getting less items because there's no treasure rooms, that makes it worth the risk, you know. And I mean, it's not mandatory if you have bombs. Like, the only time that it's like absolutely mandatory, where you absolutely must have bombs, is if you're trying to get to Mega Satan. You need bombs to get to Mega Satan. Or you need to be stomping. You need something to be able to destroy rocks. And the whole Mega Satan thing, I'm not looking to explain that right here, because the Fallen on floor 2, that's kind of crazy. Because it's not relevant yet. I haven't even unlocked either of the 2 final chapters. Goathead! That's amazing! Wait, can I go out and get back in and Goathead will work? Yes. And I got an Angel Room deal? Because I didn't take the Devil Room deal. So I got Holy Mantle! Holy Mantle is possibly the very best item in the game. There is no situation where you would not want Holy Mantle. It lets you take a hit without taking damage. You know. So, and then it's passive, so every room it comes back. So, like, if you get hit, and then you go to the next room, and it's back. So it's like I said, it's great. And for a character like the Lost, especially if you don't have Afterbirth, it's like you really want to find that. The reason I say that is because you can unlock him starting with it. The Lost can start with it. And the cool thing about Holy Mantle is it's a holy item, but it doesn't only appear in Angel Room. Sometimes it appears in the boss pool, I believe. And well, not the boss pool, actually. Maybe it's treasure rooms. I know I've seen it other than there. You can see why Spoonbender is so cool. That's a constant psychic shot with lasers. Not only is it effective as hell, but it just looks cool. Yeah, so Goathead has it like 100% chance of getting an Angel Room deal, or not, well, Devil or Angel Room deal on every floor except the first floor, or the very last floors. So anything past the womb or the first floor. But by that point, you should have had your fill of them. And it is possible to get those deals, like I explained, on those floors where it's normally not possible to get them, even with Goathead, by using either the Joker card to instantly transport yourself there, or a red chest randomly transports you there. So situations where the left hand would be useful is if you're like having a difficult time getting Devil or Angel rooms, and you want more chances to do so. Like especially if you're like, you know, oh, Toothpicks is great. Tears and Shot Speed. Shot Speed is meaningless, but Tears is not. The Holy Water is stupid, but it's not detrimental, so I'll pick it up. Basically, when you get hit, it's almost the same thing as like the Lemon Party effect, except it's Holy Water. You know, I haven't found it to be that useful, but there you go. So yeah, Shot Speed means nothing for when you have technology. Well, actually, wait. I think it affects the technology one to come out more often. No, it wouldn't, because that's affected by tear rate. So, yeah, Shot Speed is useless, but tear rate is never useless. There's no situation where you wouldn't want tears up. I was talking with Armageddon Time the other day, and he plays Rebirth because he has it for PlayStation 3, I think. So he's not going to get Afterbirth, unfortunately. You know what? I'm going to check out that double lock door. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, yeah, like I said, we were talking about, he asked me about one of his least favorite items is soy milk. And he said, do you ever pick up soy milk? And I said, oh yeah, sometimes I do, because sometimes it's really good for synergies. I can understand why he wouldn't like soy milk's a risk. Oh, blue map. Cool. Well, I might as well go to the secret rooms, since, like I said, there's, you know, there's chances of finding items in there, and well, greed's not that useful. But I have one more shop. Well, not counting the one on this floor. And now we're talking, because I got Steam Sale, and oh well, that would make, well, it would only affect this floor, because the next floor is the last one. But if I can get one more penny, I'll go there and grab that. So the next floor is the last one anyway, so. But it would give me, on this floor, a choice of which item to pick when I beat the boss. Obviously, it won't work on Mom, since she's the last boss. I'm not going to go out of my way, since they're pretty powerful as it is. Range up, useless. Yes, unless I get a penny in this room, I'm not bother. If I do, I'll go back, but if I don't, I won't. That's not a penny, that's a fucking troll bomb. Alright. Oh my god, my least favorite boss. There are a few bosses that I really just hate. Infamy, Mask of Infamy rather, was one of them. This is another one. The best place to be is right above him, but then he usually jumps up towards you anyway, and then he's at the top of the screen. You can't do anything. God, I hate this fucker. Oh, Holy Water actually helped me there. I'm trying to make him jump down here, but oof. Oh, wow, it lasted that long. I'm just tanking him. I don't even give a shit now. Here, have a bomb. Oh, I didn't have a bomb, so I just pressed the button and it didn't work, because I don't have a bomb. I didn't even care. I only got one more floor. Mom's easy. I got a devil room. Let's see what's in there. You know what? I'm going to pick it up just to show you black powder. Basically, you make a circle, and it makes a little pentagram, and then anything in there, I think that steps into it, other than you, obviously, will take damage. And the cool thing about it is, like, you can make a little one, or you can make a really big one. And the bigger it is, I mean, to make a really big one, you have to have high speed, because it starts disappearing. But the bigger it is, the more damage it does. That's another reason that technology 2 is great, is it is a piercing shot, and segmented enemies like that get taken out quick. So, you know, the Hollow, Larry Jr., Chubb, Chad, you know, anything that's segmented is just gets murdered. Telepills, huh? And also having maximum range, too. That's another thing, you know. So sometimes you can stay out of the enemy's range and do that. See, here's another, you know, segmented enemy. It just does more damage because you're hitting all the segments at once. Assuming you're lined up properly, but it really helps with, see, the pentagram did me a good job there. Yeah, that's what the Spoonbender's helping with. Actually, I just realized, since I have the fucking blue map, I know where the super secret room is, and that's usually near the boss. Oh, fortune. You never know. I'll drop the bomb. I was kind of hoping for that. Because I can go here and do this. Well, that's good. There's a shop here. Let's see if there's anything. I mean, 12 coins is not a lot, but there's a Steam sale. I'll pick this up. Deck of cards. Hierophant, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to head up towards the super secret room. Not that I'm definitely needing to go in it, it's just... Super secret room is almost always near the boss room, so if you're... Like, where's the boss room, but you have blue map and you see the super secret room, or certain effects like, what do you call it? Why isn't it coming? There we go. Certain effects like... Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy, Liberty Cap that is, will make you sometimes be able to see the super secret room. And okay, in this case, it's not right next to it, but usually it's close by. You know what? I have 6 coins. Might as well spell them. Oh, there's Liberty Cap. Go figure. Actually, I shouldn't have used the lovers, but I'm fine. There's no way Mom's going to beat me. I'm a fucking pro at this, and, yeah. And I mean, I have had... Yeah, it's right there. I have had it where the super secret room does appear, like, super far away on the opposite side of the map of the boss room, but usually it's right there. Let's say I have Holy Mantle, so I'm going to let her hit me. Well, I was going to let her hit me, but... I want Holy Water to... Oh, right. Holy Mantle. I wanted the Holy Water to hit, like, one of the eyeballs or something. But the Holy Water goes away too fast. That's another thing I don't like about it. But like I said, it's not detrimental, so... And I'm doing these circles constantly. First of all, so Mom's foot will hopefully hit the pentacles. And also because it helps me dodge. And it doesn't matter about aiming because Spoonbender. So this is really easy. I'm not doing a lot of damage, but it's like pretty much constant damage. It's taking forever, but whatever. I'm not even, like, I'm not really trying very hard right now because this is just, you know, I got this shit. Yeah, she barely came down. I was like, yeah. Robo Baby 2.0 is unlocked. Cool. Okay. So, I'm going to stop here. I'll see you guys next week with more Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, and of course, keep an eye out for lots of great videos.